I'm Carine Pretorius, and my recital consists of Telemann's Fantasia No. 1 in C, J.S. Bach's Sonata in F major, the first and fourth movement, and the third movement from Colin Hand's Sonatina.
Great. Okay. Yes, as the age group gets higher, so the pieces become more demanding, much more meaty literature in a sense. In the first candidate, the Telemann, the Bachsonate, and the column hand, the Telemann, I thought the conversation between the two voices came over very effectively. It is a well-known feature of this piece that you have a fugue with a single voice, and it's just staggered. But nevertheless, it's like a conversation between two people, and I thought that you communicated that very well. In the last movement, there's a game going on. It presents itself first of all as plain and simple triple time. But then we get and I think that sort of little bit of hemiola. So it's 6/16 rather than 3/8. I think you need to yield to what the music is allowing rather than imposing ornamentation, which doesn't really help. That's my personal feeling, but try it. Try and give in to what is actually happening in the music rather than imposing an ornamentation. And again, I know we have this eternal problem with pieces from this period, which are often very short and have repeats in them, but the, the regulations say, please do not play repeats. Otherwise, we'll be here until midnight, or so they think. But in a short piece like this, if you're going to do ornamentation, it would work better in the repeat. So that you enunciate the clarity of the first part, the first time you hear the information, and then when it's repeated, put the ornaments in. The Bach, you played with very intense emotion in the piece. I thought that you carried it off very, very beautifully, and very good control of the top register. It is, after all, a flute piece, and they believe maybe not by Bach, maybe by C.P. Bach, but it would do you good to go and have a look at the original in E major, and look at the articulations as well to see how they actually come over. But the main point I want to bring across to you is your concept of the tempi. They're not just adagio and allegro. They are specifically adagio ma non tanto. In other words, not too adagio. So in other words, not too laid back, not too leisurely. So I think if I had to listen to yours, I would say, yes, it's plain adagio, full stop. I missed the ma non tanto. I missed the, it still needs to move. Which is difficult, because then at what point does it stop being adagio and become andante? So it's a very fine balance, but one does need to respond very sensibly with insight to the tempo indications given. And then also, it's not just allegro. Allegro, of course, we know does not mean fast, but it's on the fast side. But when it says allegro assai, then you can assume that it is going to be quite worked up. Not yet presto, but I mean, I think it makes it more difficult, but that is what is being asked. So just reconsider your tempo choices with that. The Colin Hand, it's a very exciting piece, and you played it very convincingly. And just the chances I had to look at you playing, I thought you really enjoy playing, you really enjoy communicating the music to an audience. So that was really wonderful. Thank you very much for that. In the second candidate, I listened to that etude and I thought, wow, being a recorder player as well, there are lots of tricky things in there, and we just did them very off the cuff. They rolled off beautifully. So that was very well done. My comment about the Bach, you played the second movement, is also here to go and look at the original. Go and look at the flute edition, I cannot stress it enough, look at a reliable flute edition, not one that's edited with somebody else's ideas of what the articulation should be, and look at what the articulation possibilities are. They are not always hard and fast, but what is transferred from the flute version, if it is reliable, to the recorder, you need to first try those. If they don't work on the instrument, then you find a different solution, but don't ignore what is there. Not that you ignored it, but it came across that you had an articulation plan of your own design rather than really what was happening, what was being expected in the piece. Okay, changing from one recorder to another always takes not only a mind shift and not only an intonation shift, a tuning shift because the instrument is cold, but also a breath control shift. So you really have to take the time. It's only a question of a matter of seconds, but you've got to put yourself in that space of what is needed of me now. I'm now playing an instrument which has half the amount of breath, of airspeed that is needed for a treble recorder. Well, I'm saying half because it's half the size, but don't let too much air get in the way and spoil the phrasing. So if you have a chance to play this again, you jump from one instrument to the other. Try that. Just put yourself in the space. The audience can wait. And that few seconds will stand you in great stead. It's really important. So I think just sadly, some things were not as clean as they could have been in the Vivaldi. I can hear that they're there. But yeah, I think the performance excitement got a bit much, and you sort of got on top of yourself. So I nevertheless, well done, and I thought that was very good preparation all round. Everybody, all through the whole afternoon, I'm very impressed with the preparation. These difficult times, I know how difficult it is having lessons online and having to get all this kind of thing, together and get a video out there. Yeah, it takes some doing. So I'm really impressed with that, and I congratulate you all for your commitment about very much the best. All the best for the future, and I hope that everything in your lessons just goes, there's a word that people use now, that they go swimmingly. Good luck to everybody, and thank you very much. I really enjoyed listening. Thank you.